Welcome to the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Thursday, November 4th. Over the last 2 weeks, we've seen precipitation across the Great Basin. About a week or two ago, we did see significant precipitation over the northern two-thirds of the region, with the heaviest precipitation in the higher elevations of the Sierra and up into central Idaho. However, over the last week, precipitation has definitely decreased, with drier conditions over the southern half of the Great Basin, but still lighter showers affecting northern areas. Looking at our recent snowfall in the last 72 hours, just some snowfall over in the Uintas and over parts of Wyoming and central Idaho. Our snow depth is shown on the right. However, looking at the snowpack, it's well above normal across all of the Great Basin due to the storm we had a couple of weeks ago. Looking at our satellite loop from this morning, the ridge of high pressure that's been over the Great Basin the last 24 hours, keeping us warm and dry with lighter winds, is now moving to the east as a system moves into the Pacific Northwest. This is pushing cloud cover and some light showers into Idaho this morning. We'll also expect some showers over parts of northern Nevada and the northern Sierra. By later this afternoon, again, you can see some of that moisture over the northern third of the Great Basin. Also see some breezy winds, so dispersion will improve over the northern half of the Great Basin as well, with still lighter winds and drier and warmer conditions in the south with poor dispersion. Looking at the transport winds later this afternoon, again, as that system moves in, those winds will increase over the northern half of Nevada into Idaho, Wyoming, and parts of northern Utah, with wind gusts generally in the 30s or even up around 40 miles per hour in some of the higher elevations. Mixing heights will remain moderate to high across the region. By Friday, this system exits and we have another larger scale trough off the west coast, so we'll still see some clouds, maybe even some showers in the far northern areas of the Great Basin with still somewhat good dispersion. Winds, however, on Friday won't be as gusty as they will be today, but still breezy over the northern half of the Great Basin with moderate to high mixing heights. As we move into Saturday, the trough starts to move closer to the west coast. So again, we'll still keep those clouds and occasional showers over mainly Idaho and parts of northwest Nevada. And we will see winds pick up across the Great Basin, so we will see better dispersion in most areas. On Saturday, we'll see those gusty winds again drop further south into parts of Utah and southern Nevada, also continuing to remain gusty in the Sierra and over parts of northern areas of the Great Basin with moderate to high mixing heights. Looking at the forecast clearing index for the next few days for Utah, you can see today with that ridge still moving across the area both today and tomorrow, with those lighter winds, we'll see clearing indices fairly low. However, they will be picking up on Saturday as those winds increase, especially over central and western Utah. Forecast amounts of precipitation are shown here. This is through early Sunday morning, so generally light precipitation as these systems move through over the next few days, but some of the heavier spots will be in the higher terrain of the central Idaho mountains and also parts of the northern Sierra. As we go into Sunday, we see this next area of low pressure moving east, so still unsettled conditions with some breezy winds across the area. We do not have our ventilation index running later in the period. However, looking at the surface winds, generally about 5 to 15 miles per hour across the Great Basin. And as we go into Monday, yet another system will be approaching from the west and also exiting in the east. So we'll see some showers over Utah on Monday and also some showers eventually moving back into northern and western areas. Tuesday looks to be the wettest day across the Great Basin as that next system moves in, bringing more significant precipitation to really many areas of the Great Basin, even over far southern areas. Winds will also be breezy. We'll see winds in the 10 to 20 mile per hour range with higher gusts, so we will see good dispersion, but again, fairly wet conditions and cooler temperatures. And by Wednesday, that system starts to exit, but we still see that zonal westerly flow, pushing systems into the Pacific Northwest with still light to moderate winds. The precipitation going from early Sunday to early Tuesday morning is still fairly light, but again, after 12Z on Tuesday, so after 5 a.m. Tuesday morning, is really when we'll see that precipitation pick up across the Great Basin. So many areas will see a little bit heavier precipitation going throughout the day on Tuesday. Looking at the 8 to 14-day outlook, taking us from November 11th through the 17th, shows generally warmer and drier conditions towards the middle of the month. But again, we will likely have a better chance of systems moving back into the area for mid to late month, giving us better chances of precipitation. So certainly not seeing a long-term drying trend last for more than 5 to 7 days. That concludes our webcast for today. Check back on Monday for the latest updates.